threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Off of play action, here's Smith. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. They give him a gain of 38.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
On the ground, it's Thompson. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it. Bye-bye, Beasley. The 40. The 30. Past the 20. 10. 5. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Smith. Looking middle. It's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Smith. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know? Yeah. The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Hey, let's go.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Rolling to his right. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they're going to get this one all the way up to the 35-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Looking deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be marked down deep in Washington territory.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run here with Freeman. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And they'll go on the ground. Room here to run. Finding room inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. Out to the left. It's complete to Dodson. And he'll go down at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Here's Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Took nearly the entire 1st half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Smith. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Throwing again is Smith. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith's still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. Darius Geis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
11. Let's go.
To throw again, Ryan. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
After the interception, here's Smith. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Smith on 1st down. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Keanu Neal. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. Fresh off the pick six, it's Smith going up top. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well. So
what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he'll throw deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, but you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
On third down, Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over first and 10. They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Right.
Here's Smith now on second down. And Davis has it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Play action. It's Smith. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. That's 30 yards now in the last two plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders. And they're rolling. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Smith. He'll buy some time right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing is Smith. It's brought in by Dodson. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On the ground, Geis. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah,
and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Chris Thompson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have made this a 1-score game. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Ryan now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And it's 3rd and short. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at FedEx Field, it's the Falcons. They've got the football, they've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be fourth down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Good starting field position for him as they come up first and 10.
Everyone's got four down. 12. Regular. Good list. Orange.
Now Smith. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
12.
And they'll run it here. And now running right through it. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. The Redskins on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is third and 16. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Trying to lay one up deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like he said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Oh, and now he bowls him over. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, 79 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. So they boost their advantage here in the fourth quarter. And don't get me wrong, you take the points. I guess the only downside is didn't really get to milk any of the clock here in this last quarter.
But they'll take the points because, as you and I both know, here in the fourth quarter, things intensify. And while they may not have taken firm command of the game, it does give them a little bit of a cushion.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way.
And now look at him go. He's at the 30, 10, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Chris Thompson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. And he's got it up and through. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Here's Ryan. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 23. Ryan will throw again. And he's going to go down here as sacked. They push him back to the 34. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Steps away. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at the 40. After the interception, here's Ryan. Now he's going to throw deep back over the... That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down deep in Washington territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 46 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Ryan. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They go play action now. Ryan sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Whistles in a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Ryan. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. It's Desmond Trufant. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Now he's flushed out left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Looking downfield for Jones. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. Flushed out right. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Bryant's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for Pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
12.
On first down, it's Smith being chased out left. Dumps it off for Geis. And he's got room. Dancing away at the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Baltimore.
Crab cakes will be waiting for us, partners. We head to the airport.
Heck yeah.